welcome to our episode of Super Reaction Bros. I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
We're back yet again with the Screen Rant pitch meeting for Star Trek Beyond. Of course, this was the third film in the post-Kelvin timeline Star Trek film saga. Yeah. I got that right. I know I got that right. So, the first Star Trek reboot film was good. The second one, not as much. The third one was really fun.
Yeah, it was. That one was written too. The last one was co-written by Simon Pegg too.
Yeah, it was written by Trek nerds. So basically, Trek fans in a sense. So basically, the film is pretty much just what you got in the original Star Trek films, which was just them on a big adventure. And that's what Beyond was. It was them on a big adventure.
Well, I like the. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yes, while Beyond still has its faults, it was overall much better than Into Darkness and definitely a lot more entertaining overall.
And I liked it too because the third one, it started dealing with the fact of, okay, now we have to start exploring, and it's like the role of a captain, which is starting to get really boring for him. And after
it was, and plus it wasn't just that. It wasn't the fact that it was boring or anything. It's just he was coming upon being a year older than his father when his father died in the Kelvin incident.
Yeah, he's just like, the repercussions pretty much of it, and
at the same time, Spock finding out that older Spock, future Spock, however you want to call it, pre-Kelvin Spock,
Ambassador Spock, passed away, and just like you said, the story, like you said, it wasn't the greatest, but it was more entertaining than the second one. It was really more entertaining than the second one. But enough said. Let's see what Screen Rant has to give us and deliver. And with Star Trek for Star Trek Beyond's pitch meeting. Because I've been hearing some type of rumors of they've been trying to put something together for another Star Trek film with the.
Oh, we can talk about that after. You mean the Quentin Tarantino R-rated Star Trek film?
Yeah. So this is enough said. Let's dive into this for the pitch meeting for Star Trek Beyond. So here we go.
So, you have a Star Trek sequel for me? Yes, sir, I do. It's going to be called Star Trek Beyond. Oh, what's the meaning of that title? Unclear. So we're going to start the movie with Captain Kirk giving a piece of an ancient weapon to some aliens as a peace offering. Okay, but then they get mad about it and attack him, but it turns out they're tiny, so it's very fun. Oh, things being surprisingly small is tight. That's what you want to tell yourself, sure. Yeah. So Kirk gets back on the ship and puts that thing in storage, and then they head to this giant new Federation starbase. And so what's going on with him? What's he been up to? Well, he's been captain for about 3 years now, and he's not really finding it exciting anymore. He says it feels episodic. So he decides to apply for a desk job. Oh yeah, that'll solve that excitement problem for sure. Good move. Yeah, it's a decent strategy. Oh, and also Spock and Uhura, they broke up. Oh, okay. I was kind of hoping for a bigger reaction on that. Oh my God, do people not care about that relationship?
Yeah, I have to agree. I was like, oh, okay.
Nobody does.
Building that up. Anyway, Spock is also thinking of leaving the Enterprise. Wow, the two main guys are thinking of leaving, huh? I wonder if they'll have a big adventure that'll change their minds. They will.
They will.
So then this alien lady shows up and she's like, you guys gotta help me. My ship malfunctioned on a nearby planet in uncharted space in this nebula where signals can't pass. The Federation built their giant new starbase right next to uncharted space? They did, yeah, right nearby. Seemed a little dangerous. For sure. So Kirk is like, all right, lead the way, mysterious space lady. No further questions. Well, it feels like they should have some further questions. Yeah, well, they're not gonna, so the movie can happen, and they're gonna get ambushed. Sure, yeah, of course that's what
that's
happens.
my biggest problem. They didn't really question this lady at all.
An ancient weapon thing. How did he know they had it? Well, he's been listening to the Federation signals. I thought signals couldn't get through the nebula. Yeah, no, they can't. So anyway, the Enterprise gets pretty much destroyed, and a bunch of the crew gets captured, and the rest of the crew gets split up on this planet. Oh, not good. And Bones ends up with Spock, who has this serious injury. I mean, he might die. Oh, no. Yeah. Wow, well, I guess Bones should give him some of that super blood, huh? What? Remember in the last movie when they discovered super blood and it literally brought Kirk back to life? They should use some of that on Spock.
Yeah,
probably.
they did.
They did.
That super blood thing never happened. No, I'm pretty sure that
they
happened.
retconned that. That's what they did.
I could have sworn it had. Well, it didn't. Okay. Hey, what's going on with Carol Marcus? I don't know who that is. Remember from the last movie? She joined the Enterprise at the end? don't know what you're talking about. So
Alice Eve's character.
Lady, they
whatever.
Next to Pride Rock from The Lion King. What? And they head into
it. It does look like Pride Rock.
That's still in there. Didn't she lead them into an ambush? She did, but then she lied some more and they trusted her again. Oh, they should definitely stop doing that. Yeah, after this time they do. So Kirk and Chekhov, they escape just in the nick of time. Like this explosion sends them flying. Oh my God, are they okay? What do you think? I think they're probably okay. And so meanwhile, Scotty has met this alien lady, Jayla, and she's been living in this crashed Federation ship called the USS Franklin. Oh, interesting. What's that doing there? Well, we're gonna find out towards the end of the movie that this was actually Krall's ship. His name was Edison. He was human. Oh, you made it sound like he was an alien. Well, he looks like an alien, but that's because we're gonna do this thing where he's draining the life force out of people in order to stay alive a long time. Oh, he's a vampire. He's kind of a space vampire, and he gave himself a fun new name and I guess invented a fun alien language too. Huh. Anyway, he's mad at the Federation.
Yeah, they don't really go into that background.
Yeah, they don't.
Also, he really likes war. He would like some more war. Pretty generically evil. Yeah.
I loved it.
Third movie in a row where we have a bad guy from a different time period who's specifically mad at the Federation about something. 3 for 3. Wow. So anyway, Jayla's been this ship with this kind of reflector camouflage technology. Wouldn't Krall know where it is? It was his ship. Yeah. So then most of the main characters
it's like,
I go with the vampire thing. Memories fading away.
So then they go save the crew while Kirk rides a motorcycle that's been lying around for more than a century but still works perfectly. Why does he ride a motorcycle? Well, because we're gonna have to make a trailer for this movie. Right, that's a good call. So now
that's a good call. We're gonna make a trailer for this movie.
Wow, well if Jayla and Krall and his crew were never able to get it operational, it's gonna be tough for them to do that. Actually, it's gonna be super easy.
Alien
Oh, really? Yeah, see, they're the main characters, so they figure it out in a couple of minutes. Oh, being a main character is so helpful. So now Krall is headed towards the Federation base with his swarm of B ships and this bioweapon he wants to detonate. Wow, well the Federation should beam some bombs onto his ship. No, you can't beam bombs onto ship. That'd be chaos. But we did that with torpedoes in the last movie. No, we didn't. We didn't do that. No, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they kind of retcon a lot of stuff.
They retcon a lot of stuff from this film.
Back about things we established in the last movie, okay? Okay.
It's like the second movie never happened, you know? It's like it just went from first and then third.
To destroy all the bees by playing the Beastie Boys very loud. What? But Krall manages to get onto the starbase and he's gonna use his bioweapon in this thing that controls all the air supply for the whole base. They don't have any security or safety protocols around that thing? They don't, no. So does the Federation beam them out of there? No, they don't. Instead, Kirk goes and has a fist fight with them. That's a good strategy too. So then Kirk manages to save the day and Krall gets shot up into space and dies. Very cool. And now that Kirk and Spock almost died, they're like, hey, this job is pretty fun. Maybe we should stick around. Seems like they have an unhealthy relationship with this job. Yeah, and also they get Jayla to join the crew too. Is she gonna disappear like Carol Marcus? I don't know who that is. So what do you think? Well,
I don't know who that is.
Fun. Yeah, for sure. I mean, if we don't do that marketing thing where we show every single plot point in the trailers, I think people are gonna want to come see this. For sure. We might do that though. What?
Plot twist. Yeah.
I never, honestly.
Yeah, they did.
I remember our trailer reactions for that. We never figured that out. Fuck, I forgot when watching it because I finally watched the film like a day when we were recording a day before yesterday. Well, pretty much yesterday, and like for a second, no shit, dude. I honestly thought he was Javier Bardem.
Yeah,
kind of sounded like him. He vaguely looked like him. It didn't occur to me until like Uhura looked into the old recording on the Franklin. That was Idris Elba. I was like, oh, Idris Elba.
I saw that. Cool. Yeah, I remember your reaction. You're like, oh, that's Idris Elba. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, yeah, that part didn't bother me. But yeah, we never watched TV spots or anything. We saw like what? The first 2 trailers. We only saw one trailer.
Yeah, we saw the main trailers. That was it. We don't really, the TV spots we don't really care for, but the marketing supposedly was shit to the point where people were like, they already figured out the plot twist right away. And they're like, and that's what ruined it for Star Trek Beyond.
Yeah, the horror Spock thing. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
And like they said too, which is exactly right. They literally made it to where it's like, oh, we jumped from movie 1 to movie 3. Second movie, it was more of a fun little movie we did. That's it, because it's like nothing transitioned over from part 2 into part 3.
The problem is they could have at least explained off the 2 main points from Into Darkness.
Yeah,
it's probably explain off to
but like I said, it's like I said, you can easily watch the first one and the third one, and you're not going to really miss out on anything.
Yeah. You can easily explain off the Superblood, and you can easily explain off Carol leaving. That's fine. You can do that. makes the most sense. Just like Super Blood. Oh, the effects were only temporary. Turns out they did more research and it's only temporary. Carol,
something like that.
She decided to go to another ship, or she's on leave.
Or she's on leave. She like with a different crew on a different starship, something. They
could have explained. Yeah. Sorry, go on.
No, continue.
Well, that's all I was gonna say.
No, like I said though, it's like I said, that's how it was. It really felt like they're like, you know what, 2 didn't do so well that we were hoping for, so let's just do 3 and let's try to get people to forget about part 2 and don't bring up anything about what happened in part 2.
Gee, I wonder where that sounds familiar. Flowers.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, would you look at that? Who worked on this one? Oh yeah, that's right. The production Abrams.
Okay. Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, my dumbass coughs are gone.
But it's a type of thing where it's like,
So we noticed. You go on.
Like I said, this was just really. It was more of an entertainment, more of a popcorn flick. It's like you said, it has a lot of flaws, but not enough to say, oh my God, it's the worst Star Trek movie ever. No, it was an entertaining popcorn flick to me. And that's what it was.
Yeah, I still, like I said, regardless of what they said about it, it was still really entertaining to watch. Hell, this is one of the shorter ones we've done. Actually, not counting the ending shot, it only collects in like 5.5 minutes. So there's not much.
It was a really short one.
It's still generally a good movie overall. So like,
yeah, it was a good movie. And then like we were just saying before, it's like, another, people are like wondering, are we gonna get another Star Trek movie? And Chris Pine put his interest going, he wouldn't mind coming back as Kirk, and then the whole Quentin Tarantino freaking dropping his R-rated script, and everyone's like, we want that script, we want that freaking Quentin Tarantino Star Trek film.
Yeah, because like of course the biggest issue with like going into another film with the same cast is that they would have to recast Anton Yelchin's character. Well, Chekhov, pretty much.
It's either they pretty much find a way to write him off, or it's like they explain, okay, why he's not there anymore. Where it's like, again, this is the Kelvin timeline, to where they can easily say he decided to go onto a different ship, or he had family issues or something like that, and he had to leave the service, something, where it's like,
but we'll have to wait and see on that. Like I said, we still don't know when the 4th Star Trek movie is going to start. For now, we have the Disco and was it Picard, and you know why they don't call okay, so like, why I say Disco? Because the abbreviation for Star Trek Discovery. There you go. There you go. A 5-year-old can figure that out. And then Picard is Picard. Apparently first half's good, second half I guess they go a bit off the rails.
Yeah, which ways? So like I said, I still want to watch Discovery, but I want to watch Picard more first, just to see how that is. Yeah,
I'd rather just watch Picard and just ignore Discovery. So other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about pitch meetings, hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well.
Let us know what you guys thought of this pitch meeting, what they thought on it, and everything that went down. Was this in your opinion, if you're again, we're not, we're not straight up Star Trek fans or know everything about Star Trek, but we know enough, again, that we grew up with it. But, did you enjoy this film? Did you think it was a good, decent popcorn flick? What do you guys think of them just kind of forgetting about part 2, things like that? And what are your guys' hopes for the next Star Trek movie? Do you want that Quentin Tarantino script, or you want something a little bit more different than that? Let us know in the comments down below. Put down what you thought of our reaction overall to this pitch meeting. But most importantly, we thank you for watching.
Until next time, folks, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And this has been a very post-Kelvin filled episode of SRB.
See you
later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out our previous reactions,
or any one of our other SRB shows,
check out one of our playlists down below.
If you want to check us out in the social universe,
you can find us on Twitter
and Stardust
@SuperReactBros.